Matt Lenihan for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and Our Kings. Dev Sahni, I believe this is the first time we've caught up all week. It's been a busy week, my friend, but just encapsulating what was intense. It was a quick glance. That's what I've titled it on Instagram. Went from the longest face-off in the world yesterday to almost a nonchalant, just quick look, and then let's just crack on. These boys are just ready to fight out.
They are ready to fight. I'm just very conscious. Have you got the flamingos in? We're in a wonderful place here called Undercard, and you've got flamingos knocking about. So, there's one. Yeah. So just to highlight the great things we have here in Riyadh. But
ridiculous scenes.
Ridiculous scenes here. Yesterday was 11 minutes. Today was about 3 seconds. So I think he's seen everything he needs to see. He doesn't need to look at the fella anymore. Tyson doesn't. Usyk probably would have stuck around for more of a face-off. Usyk did an interview, Tyson didn't. It was me who was trying to get the interview up there on the stage. So I was like, should we do it? And he was like, no, I've got nothing to say. War. That's all I've got to say. Didn't say on the mic, but he said it just to see what was going off. Look, that's it. He's ready for war. Mate, he didn't speak to his wife for 3 months. How would you get on if you didn't speak to your partner for 3 months?
Me, myself, I'd be fine. I'm joking. Right, yeah. No. I get it. I spoke to Andy Lee just before this, and we were talking about it, and I said, he's almost gone into that sort of recluse mode. Like, I feel like, you see it with fighters in the past, they take themselves to places, they become comfortable feeling uncomfortable kind of thing, so that it's almost like a punishment so they can enjoy the rewards of fight. I don't know whether that's a mentality thing or just something he's trying to keep his circle smaller, but look, Oleksandr Usyk's the same as he's always been, and we don't really see, I don't think, too much of a dip in performance. What can we expect?
Well, this is it. All the things you've said there are right, and throughout this whole build-up to the rematch, it's always felt like Tyson Fury is the one with the variables. We know what Usyk is. He's fucking unbelievable, right? He's like an A, constantly across the board, and he's brilliant. Undisputed at cruiserweight. You don't need me to go on about it, but we know what Usyk is. Tyson Fury feels like he has the variables. He can put on weight. Yeah, listen, he's got the variables. He can come in heavier. He can certainly come in fitter. And that's kind of it. I think he's got the ability to make it an A-star kind of performance. I love that he's become a hermit. I love that he doesn't talk to anyone. I sort of low-key love that he doesn't want to do any interviews. This is good.
So when I started watching boxing, like the Tyson Fury that I sort of, took interest in, it's very similar to what we've seen this week. Obviously then I wasn't media, so it's been quite nice the last few fight weeks having him quite jovial and give you 10 minutes. Yeah. But in terms of, I suppose, the mentality of a fighter is, look, we've done the talking, minimal talking, like on a fight week for him. I as much as would like time longer, everyone would, you kind of there's an acceptance, you get it, and the importance of this rematch is incredible. And another thing we said to Andy Lee is the chapter in both men's career. Lennox Lewis said that if Oleksandr Usyk wins, that opens the door, like smashes it through to put him up there with some of the greats. And for Tyson Fury, it's just another sort of dot in the incredible story.
Yeah, listen, if Tyson Fury wins, you better give him his credit. I'm sure you will, but for all we're talking up Usyk, right? Give him all the love, all the praise in the world. What he's done is absolutely remarkable. But if Tyson now beats him, what does that say about Tyson Fury? Similarly, with Oleksandr Usyk, if he stepping up to heavyweight means him beating Anthony Joshua twice, beating the reigning heavyweight champion with the IBF Daniel Dubois, and then beating Tyson Fury twice, this is an incredibly small club that he would join of, for me, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. I just think we've got a different Tyson this time. That's what I see. I love, he's got his big beard and all that. It's just, he seems dialed in, and the stuff about not doing that much media, I reckon he's conscious that at the launch press conference he did about 8 hours, maybe 6 hours, long day, all building up to the press conference. Usyk got there late. Usyk didn't have to do all of that, so he had to do a couple of things, then he went into the press. Tyson was doing all these sit-downs. It's draining, so he feels like he's said everything he needs to say. Doesn't need to say everything again in fight week. He's done what he needs to do, and on Saturday night, let's see if he can do what he needs to do.
In terms of where this leaves the heavyweight division, and a win for Oleksandr Usyk, could you foresee, if he got past Tyson Fury this time, he looks and goes, what else is there to do? Derek Chisora probably gave him one of his best fights at heavyweight. Daniel Dubois. Daniel caused him a lot of problems, and look, I'm sure Frank still thinks he may have got away with one that night, but look, he got through it, bit down his gum shield and got the stoppage. He beats Joshua twice. He analyses data really well. He's beaten Tyson once. Does he look and go, that'll do me kind of thing?
I don't know, because I think he enjoys boxing, and he's talked about going down to cruiserweight potentially afterwards. Listen, if he
That'd be wild.
it would be wild if he goes down cruiserweight and then like beats Jai Pattaya. We're like, whoa, what's happened here? But listen, if he comes through Tyson Fury, Daniel Dubois is there. And this is a new Daniel Dubois. This ain't the kid that he faced in Poland, right? This is the most confident man in the world right now. He's come here to Riyadh. He said, "I'm looking for AJ. Where is he?" It's brilliant. I've never seen anything.
I saw that, but that's a difference from 24 months ago when we were out there.
Different guy. A win in front of those people saying, "Are you not entertained?" That can lift you. And feels like he's gone up 10 levels. But Tyson Fury, I believe, can get this done. He's heavier. We know that he's definitely heavier. Let's see. It just feels like a more dialed-in, focused Tyson Fury.
Rest of the undercard, just quickly want to touch on it just briefly. Ishmael Davis, a world title eliminator now. I mean, we talk about stories and movies and chapters and all this kind of stuff. He took a shot in the dark last time, and I think he probably maybe kicks himself he didn't start sooner because he hurt Josh towards the end of the fight. Bocek's no joke. I think 24 wins, 23 KOs. But he's an opportunity here he's changed his life already, but really sort of cement himself in boxing.
He is the example right now to all the fighters out there. Stay in shape. Keep your phone on. Answer the phone. You get an opportunity, take it. Don't be worried about losing your O or any of that stuff. Just stay ready. And he is that guy. His story's remarkable. He had like twins when he was like 14 years old. I think he was homeless at that point as well, went to prison. Mate, a guy has changed his life, and I think generally everyone kind of wants him to win because it would be a great story. But yeah, fair play to him. Can he do it? I'm not sure, because Bocek looks like an absolute beast. So and he's sounded well confident up there.
Yeah, and obviously experience plays a major key, and you don't know until you know. Look, just quickly, Johnny Fisher, Dave Allen, interesting one. Dave, a bit of a cult hero. We've heard it before saying he'll turn up. He seems quite convinced this time, and if he does, it's a good night. And Johnny Fisher's there for, try and sort of kick on again. But he comes out likeable, like his nickname suggests. Do you foresee him going at Dave Allen just from round one and thinking, you know what, I'm going to prove here that your time's kind of been and gone, my time's now?
I don't know what to expect. I just hope that Dave Allen does himself justice and does himself proud. It feels like he has put in the work. He's had a camp, proper camp. This is a Dave Allen with a proper, couple of months, 3 months worth of camp. It's good. I just hope for his sake he goes out, leaves the ring happy with how he's performed. Whether that's a win, whether that's a loss, as long as he gives it his all and he knows it's the best him. With Johnny Fisher, he looks unbelievable right now, just knocking everything out that moves. Dave Allen don't really get knocked out though, so let's see.
Last one, the young pretender, Moses Itauma. We're seeing him come out of his shell. I did an interview with him and Gareth A. Davis last year in Riyadh, and you know what? They had really opened up, and it was nice to get a glimpse into that man that we scarcely see a lot of. He's just talking in the ring, but in this day and age, you know what? He's an interesting factor. And Dempsey McKean, he thinks too soon for the young man. Yeah. How interesting could this be?
Hey, it could be interesting. Moses Itauma has never done more than 6 rounds. Hasn't had to. He's won a couple of 6-rounders by points, but he hasn't had to in any of his other fights. So, Dempsey McKean, measuring stick, because Hrgovic knocked him out in the 12th. Also, can Moses Itauma do the rounds if it needs to? If the bell rings for round 7 and he comes out, is he alright? Is he puffing? Do we even get that far? Marius Wack probably thought he was going to give Moses a few rounds. He gave him about 2 rounds. No one does that to Marius Wack. This could be the kind of performance where Moses Itauma does something abnormal, which is what you need to see from these young heavyweights coming through, who we're hyping up to be the next big thing. The next big thing deals with Dempsey McKean and does so in a devastating fashion. That's kind of what I'm expecting, but it's a good test.
Absolutely. Dev Sahni, it's getting a bit chilly now as it usually is, which is a bit strange in Saudi, but I'm here for it.
Flamingo seem alright though,
yeah,
aren't they?
They're a bit.
They're fine. No, actually, no, they've all disappeared.
Look, I'm sure it will be cold tomorrow night. It's going to be exciting, electric atmosphere. We'll catch up then.
See you then, my friend.